Shao now, a character that I'm very excited about as a lover of big, bruising characters.
Yep.
He's still big and bruising.
Yeah, I will say Shao's definitely
Just
piqued my
general,
interest.
He's not the Emperor.
Right.
He's got a new weapon, new moveset.
A bit of a stance character, but I wouldn't say in the same vein as like a Kenshi.
Right.
But definitely when he has axe in his hand.
I hope
axe
not, man.
out of his
Kenshi's
hand,
fucking annoying. Let's be
out of
honest
his
here.
hand. Be careful when you're near the axe. That's all I'm going to say. Let's take a look at how he works. So,
General Shao. It's no longer Shao Kahn. Man. That's crazy, right?
Thesis statement.
Growing up like my entire life, growing up with this franchise, it's always been Shao Kahn.
It has advantage.
And now it's just General Shao.
Don't want to push the buttons, probably.
Yeah, I was just jabbing.
But I will say, man, his gameplay really does pique my interest, man. It really does pique my interest.
This is a really quick.
To me, he just looks the coolest so far, design-wise and gameplay-wise, man. Like, I haven't really felt that
Really nice.
with any other character. Like, don't get me wrong, like Astra looks sick, but her gameplay, I don't know. We have yet to see much of Havoc. You know, there's a lot of characters we have yet to actually see some of their gameplay, man.
But obviously, you can see there's.
But hopefully, we get more pretty soon.
I also really like how his kick attacks are just either uses axe or he's just huge big boots.
Man, I love his horns, bro. Like, I seriously, I think Shao's design is probably my favorite
Right.
out of everybody in the game. We haven't even seen who the last 3 characters are yet, and he's already my favorite redesign in the entire
He
cast.
also has a low one as well.
Because they all look relatively the same, you know. The Lin Kuei members look the same.
Now let's talk about
Raiden is, you know, pretty significant.
his special
Rain is
move,
pretty
the one that
significant,
kind of
but he still looks like Rain, you know.
what he is power strike. He will just throw the axe on the ground.
Blow that overhead.
There it is. You have about 7-8 seconds just to do stuff without the axe, right? You can also call it back. Good.
Okay.
Now when it's on the ground, different strings. That's back 1.
Ugh. Oh, that's such a cool fucking like
and I get the axe
move.
back after
I think it's a grab, right?
So all of his axe moves get replaced with different normal attacks.
Yes.
And
Back
some
through
are
there.
faster, some have different reactions.
Right. So
And the stages in this game are absolutely gorgeous. Man. I seriously cannot wait to get my hands on this game.
So here's his throw.
Just
While we're at it, just to show the guitar as well. And then with the axe, he just bangs in the face with the axe.
It looks the same, but uses an axe to throw you instead of
So
just
you
chucking you
can-
like he did.
Huge. That was the meter burn. You got a full screen projectile.
That dude, that you know what that reminds me of? You remember Freddy Krueger's projectiles in MK9, where he does that, where he like slams his gloves into the ground, the spikes
He has a buff.
like pop up. That's what it reminds me
Makes
of.
your axe powers do more damage. You can
Okay.
also
So he still has his weapon buff, but it doesn't take 4 years like it did in
Big
MK.
move in his arsenal that
11.
also leads to a
It's like
lot
pretty
of
instant.
crazy good damage. Is his
And especially with the
also
cameo where you can pop him up in the air and make your get your axe damage. You can, that's actually possible now, because before in MK11 it was like kind of hard, because like once you saw his axe or his once you saw his hammer glowing, it was pretty much easy to just like zone him out, unless he unless you like slip up and he gets you.
So you can do like that.
Okay.
And then his axe is on the ground again.
Okay.
So that's how you rotate throughout the character, right? And now it's on the ground, now it's back to me. So then you can start doing really cool stuff.
I love how menacing his stance is, man. Like he's just standing there, just unperturbed by anything, ready to kick your ass.
And now you have the axe back.
Right. When the axe is on the ground, other cool things can happen. Power slam. Now, I have a ground pound.
Is that full screen?
Now here's the interesting.
I'm assuming it is.
When you are on the axe, it is an overhead look,
It's an overhead load.
Okay.
which is kind of tough to block.
Yeah.
You can also, throw this
Not
down.
really. I can see it being a challenge.
Do this.
Of course, it pops up when you meter burn it.
Right. Yeah, so if you have it down, you also have a move where you can just be near it, and it's very fast.
Okay.
So a lot of really cool stuff you can do.
And he's clearly.
That
meant
damn
to be
Shao
going
is tall.
in
Is he
and
the
out
tallest
during
character in this
the
game
fight,
so
in the
far?
middle of combos, getting it back
Maybe
at the
next
end
to
of
Garrus?
combo.
Maybe recalling it if you want to.
Right.
Lots of stuff like that. But if you are, as my opponent, near the axe, there's a lot of stuff you need to think about.
Right, so it's almost like with the axe, you have, kind of really good range, not the quickest moves. Without the axe, you're much quicker, and
Yes.
you can use it establish the X on the screen, and they're gonna have to respect it, and that's gonna kind of open up your grab.
Yeah, it's like a grab. That's fucking
like
sick.
And it's super cool.
As long as he's
You can
near
also,
it.
like,
Like,
he also, you know, he has some, pick stuff out of the air and that sort of thing.
dude, Shao's got like the coolest
the
combos
knee
so
into
far.
Power strike.
Like his combos look
Right.
10 times cooler than they did in MK1 or MK11.
I'm sure I'm not missing anything. I do want to show some stuff with Motaro.
Okay.
So Motaro has a couple things you can use. Now, obviously, I'm a big guy.
Man, when's the last time we saw Motaro, dog?
Well, I can do this.
Has he ever been playable? I think he has been like
Walk
once,
behind it. I
right?
don't want to be throwing projectiles.
But that was a version of him where like
Reflect. And I'm
he was like a
walking down.
satyr where he only had the 2 legs. He wasn't a
love
full
that,
centaur.
You know, that's a way to call back to his.
That was I think that was like the one time we could play. Other than that, I don't think Motaro's ever been playable.
You're losing
Except for
what you
my
do,
some
but
like Mugans or something like that. But other than that,
he also has this turret you can do. Will shoot 3 shots at you. Has a low one too, you can do that. And here's something that I've chosen Motaro with General Shao for a reason.
Okay.
Remember this move?
oh no,
Yes.
ran out of water from the mate.
Right.
He has his teleport, right?
Okay.
Maybe you can read it.
When the hell did Motaro have a fucking
But you
teleport?
can move around the battlefield.
Did he always
quicker
have that?
as
Right.
General Shao. But with this overhead, I can teleport. And still continue
He
to
still
combat.
picked that up,
True
or was
combat.
that like
So now
one
you
of
have to worry
those?
about this, and you have to worry about.
Or it's like
something
it's
this.
like Kung Lao level teleport where you can
Like
actually
that's
still
now in
pick up
play.
on it.
Right.
So you can do the full thing too. You can do like
What a cool example of one of my favorite things about the Cameo system. It
Right.
allows you to break the rules and restrictions of your
That was
roster.
And I
one
think
bar
that's
too.
why I
34
love,
for one
Shao
bar is
so
not
much,
bad, man.
Is that he breaks the rules also with the knee into power slam. He's
Right.
It's a special into a special, which Johnny can do too. Of course, he breaks that rule at times with his meter, with his height meter.
I
Yeah,
think
there's a lot
think
of cool
Shao might be one of my
stuff.
characters, man. He might be one of my
Breaking the meta
characters.
of what Shao is, just
He's gonna be in my
And
arsenal,
I think
dude.
it's so
I
neat
could
about the
see
Cameo
it, dude.
system.
He's
You
just
kind of
he's
look at
so
your
sick, man. I
playstyle,
love his
look at your
gameplay.
character and think, what are my weaknesses? What are the things I think I'm missing? And you can use your Cameo to turn those weaknesses into
right.
strengths.
And you know, for me, it's like if I'm so far away from people, just as a zoner, just even having this just to get me out of dodge, right?
Right.
Now I'm close again.
Now
and
you're close.
now you don't want to beat. Let's show the. When you turn do the,
Yeah, give yourself 1%.
Hey, Johnny.
Go through that real quick. Show the fatal blow.
It's a real good one.
Drops it from the sky.
Reminiscent to his MK11 move where he like tosses hammer in the
He's
air.
not horsing around.
That was a fun move to use. A little lackluster, but I liked it. I think it's cool.
General Shao.
Pretty cool.
Super fun. I've had a really good time playing with them. Just a different style of fighting, different than you're used to for General Shao. So
Right.
It's been a really cool fight.
Yeah, and I think it's really neat. You know, we also showed Gears having these big, brute characters who you might think is like, oh, they're.
From QA,
We do.
so we would love to show you
This would
between.
be a fun one.
It'll be a really cool one. So we'll show you that. Let's take a look.
Yeah.
Ooh, Shao Kahn versus Baraka.
General and Baraka. This is no nuance needed.
No, these are. Our
Wait,
two
from what that line
monster
just said, it just
brawler
said
guys.
that Baraka was a soldier. I know he was like a street merchant, but I guess he was a soldier before that.
Guys, they love to fight. They're nasty. So we've got Baraka with
Oh,
Striker.
look at this. This like what is this? Like the Tarkatan war
Blades
camp?
in the ground. Regrows blades.
and
think it
Shao
is,
with
right?
Motaro. I have no idea why Striker would be working with Baraka, but you don't always have to follow the lore.
Dude, Baraka's never looked so cool before, though. Like his combos in this game look so sick. Like I love that overhead he just did there. Or like he like uses his blades to pop himself up and then like hits you in the top of the head with the back of his heel. It's so sick. I love that fucking move. That one move like that. Look at that. That's such a sick move, man.
Big stab, shish kebab. Back to flaming neutral.
That big jump stop that Baraka does is very fun.
Yes.
Ooh, that's flawless blockable. There's a gap between that.
Oh, it's
Interesting.
gonna be big.
Notice how he had his knee.
Now that's crazy. Is fucking Baraka's fatal blow a low starter?
Forgot.
Or is it like a
block
mid-low?
The second part of that fatal blow, the low, that's tricky.
Oh,
Paid
right through
for
the
it.
neck. God damn. That's a sick. That's a cool fatal blow.
All right, let's see. One way to look at it is at least Baraka no longer has his fatal blow.
Oh god, he still has his what, jump 3?
Rose got him punished.
Ooh, breaker.
If you want to talk about, you know, being out of the ordinary, Striker is definitely out of the ordinary out of all these people here. Like out of all like the browns and reds and you know dark and like you know dark fall colors, you got that fucking cop with blue and white coming out of nowhere. I think it's funny. Apparently that after that move there, he's plus as shit. Like where he does like the back, like hammer slash. He's plus as shit on it, which is crazy.
Yes. Sometimes you got to do it again. The no mix up, mix up. Big overhead.
Very quick overhead when the axe is in the ground.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. There could be matchups where
I love that move. That's that move right there is probably the coolest move in the game. I don't even know what the hell that would be. Like a back 2, forward 2, I don't know. What's a kick move? So like back 3, forward 3? Forward 4, forward? Back 4? I don't know.
Notice he breaks right in, right before power strike.
The fuck was that? Oh, was that
And I think one thing a lot of people forget is your cameo has to be available.
Oh, that's a mid-low. That's nasty.
Power strike. His action is staying on the ground.
It's a close one. Oh,
ooh, very punishable. The setup, the setup, drops the combo, but that is such a sick like setup to do with Motaro there, dude. The Motaro cameo. Oh god, damn. Oh, damn. You fuck nerd.
Well, that didn't go well for Baraka.
Oh, dude, he looks so sick. Shao looks
thank you all so much for
cooler and cooler every time I see him, man.
We'd love to hear what you think on Twitter.
He really does look cooler and cooler every time I see him.
For myself and Stephanie, we will see you next time on the Kombat Cast.
All right, but that's going to be it, ladies and gentlemen, for today's episode, man. Just kind of going over what I was looking at, just re-watching, kind of, you know, not now looking at it without, you know, the first impressions like I had yesterday, because NRS did it to me again, man. You know, they did the Kombat Cast like 1 o'clock and I was still at work, so I couldn't get like a genuine reaction. So hopefully this does suffice for you guys. And I did like watching this over again, seeing, you know, what Shao, Rain, and Sindel can do, man. Like, I know everybody was talking about how Sindel is utterly broken with some of her moves, but I'm gonna be honest, like I said earlier, I don't think she's gonna be as busted as everybody thinks she is, man. Like, don't get me wrong, the cameo command that's a pretty OD move, man. And considering how popular Sindel is as a character, and be prepared to see her a lot. So, but that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy, and if you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. It is your boy White Album. I will see you guys next time.